Ladies and gentlemen, what is up? I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day. I know I am, because today I'm bringing you my settings, sensitivity, and options for Apex Legends Mobile. And if you guys have not already, hit the like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, because we actually have a ton more of these types of videos coming out in the next week or two. And I'm going to try to make you guys the best Apex Legends Mobile players that I possibly can. And these videos are going to be short and sweet and straight to the point. So with that being said, let's hop right into it. First, you're going to go to your basic settings, go to advanced setup, and change all your settings to what I have here. And this is going to give you the most control over your layout and your playstyle as possible. And throughout the video, that's going to be a theme. I'm trying to give you the most control you possibly can have, because this is a high skill cap game and you just need that. You desperately need that, and that's going to be super important. So next up, go to more options, go to aim assist, turn that on. Of course, I'm not going to go over each setting. I'm going to go over the important ones. You guys can copy them exactly if you want. But auto open doors, I like to turn that off because I like to heal behind doors, which is super important. You've probably seen it on Apex console and PC. So you want to turn that off. You don't want them accidentally opening when you're trying to heal and the enemy just kills you. That's the worst feeling ever. Auto open chest, I have that off. That's just pretty much the same thing. You don't want a chest blocking your view when an enemy appears in front of you. Weapon auto cycle on empty. This is also important, just in case you run out of ammo. It's going to switch for you, which is amazing. I love that. Continuous throwing, you don't need. Everything else doesn't really matter too much. Moving on to gameplay settings, these are super important too. Joystick triggers auto run, I like this. You can turn it off if you want, but my thumb gets tired from being up on the screen the whole time. Crouching controls tap, slide jump control classic. Everything else super basic. Climbing control classic. I actually like this new feature that they added called climbing prompt. It's going to actually tell you how much further up you can climb. So if you're climbing on a wall it's too high, it'll tell you if you're just going to drop down, so there's no point in wasting your time. So I do like that feature. It's kind of nice. Riding on zipline, you want to turn that to off. You don't want to have to double tap every time you're trying to hit a zipline. You just want to click your zipline button. Obviously, I'm not sure why it's a feature. Directional tips, you do want that on to see where you're going, because sometimes it's confusing when you land on the zipline. You feel like you should be going down, but you go up. Auto turn, you want that off, but you do want assisted zipline floor landing. This is just going to guide you to a floor, and there's a very nice movement technique that needs to have this on. So if you guys have not watched my movement video, make sure you go check that out. Next up, we have items, and these are all my settings for this. I don't really think I changed any of this actually. My pickup settings are here. I mean, switch item mode, I like it on tap. It's just a lot faster. You don't need to hold down your finger during a gunfight or whenever you're looting. The rest of it I didn't really change, but I did change just the number of items I pick up. I'm not going to go through each one of these individually. You can screenshot this and change it if you'd like. That's my health. This is my ammo. These are the grenades I like to pick up. I love 2 arc stars. They're really good. Volkey, I don't even like to pick that up. If I see it, maybe I'll grab it in case I don't have armor, but most of the time I'm already looted up by the time I find one. Ping, I didn't really change. I like the way it's set right now. But if you don't play with a team and you solo queue a lot, you might want to make these more in depth, like turning on loot or attack here. This is my battlefield info that I liked. I think the only ones that I actually changed was damage number display mode. I changed it to stacking, and I changed it to static. Static is extremely important, because if you don't change it to static, those damage numbers will stay in your view and you won't be able to see your enemy as well. Controls, I just used left movement, right fire. Sensitivity, this is different for everyone depending on their device. Do not copy me exactly, but I'm going to show mine right now just to be nice. So like I said earlier, guys, I play on an iPad, so it might be a little different from yours. I'm just scrolling through. Pause the video if you would like. Next up, graphic and audio. Of course, you want to play on the highest frame rate possible, just so your game is as smooth as possible. And if you do notice yourself dropping frames, turn the graphic quality down, please. For my first person FOV, I like to use 105. I don't max it completely because I feel like it's too hard to hit ranged enemies when you max it completely. For me personally, I think classic looks the best, but vivid, you might be able to see enemies a little bit better. It's up to you. These other settings really just depend on what device you're using, so just change it depending on your preference. Controller, I do not use. All right, guys, so that's it for today's video on settings, sensitivity, and controls. Let me know if you guys enjoyed in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.